And I mean, it's Wednesday Addams, and I'm planking at the yoga studio. I can't see very well because my bangs are kind of in my eyes, but I am going to plank in my costume, and hopefully you will plank along with me. And I'm planking in my combat boots, which is usually a little more difficult, but it's not impossible. So I'm going to stay on my hands and switch around probably to side plank, and then we'll see how it goes. So if you're planking with me, starting in table, pull your shoulders down your back, then lift your upper back, lift your chest, pull in your belly, come up on your toes, shift your weight forward slightly. The timer has begun. And then do everything again. Press into the floor again, separate your shoulders, pull in your belly, tighten up your glutes. You've got it going on. You know what? I feel like I'm going to get hot because I just had class right before I came in, so it was a little bit hot. I also am wearing my long johns underneath my costume because it is really, really cold outside. So I may actually get a little warm today, but that's okay. I have stray hairs hanging down on my wig. So, you know, I always like to point out that you can plank in whatever you're wearing. So if you are in costume, you can still plank. I love Halloween. It's one of my favorite holidays. So I always like planking in my costume. And so I'm doing it from the studio. So we're coming up on 1 minute, almost there. When we get to a minute, I'm going to switch to side plank. And I'll probably hold for a minute on this side. Boy, I'm not sure what to do with this braid. If you're doing side plank, stacking your feet, if you can, or you could bring your top foot in front of you, that would still count. Because a lot of times, side plank, you kind of lose your balance, and bringing that foot in front of you will help. You know, a modification for side plank is to bring your knee down, but that's not exactly holding. We're at 1:30. I'm just going to hold for a whole minute on this one side, and then I'll switch. And I've had a little trouble keeping my wig on today. For some reason, it keeps wanting to slide off. The perils of wearing a Halloween costume. This is one of the first ones, though, like I said, that I've had to wear my long johns. Usually I'm too hot in my Halloween costume, but that's really not going to be what's happening today. 2 minutes, although I am perspiring already doing my planking. Woo! And doing it in boots is a little bit of a challenge. Not impossible, just a little bit of a challenge. If you're in side plank, think about lifting your hips up, reaching your top arm to the sky, pressing the sole of your bottom foot toward the floor, actively reaching and lifting. So we're coming up on 2:30. Oh, I remember I wanted to have a theme today of plank, don't prank. So in case you were thinking of pranking someone, maybe you plank instead, maybe even plank with them, and instead of doing a prank. So I'm coming up on 3 minutes. You know, you could still sign up for Planksgiving if you haven't signed up yet. Wow, I'm going to have to go outside as soon as I'm done. I'm getting really hot. 3 minutes. Got 2 minutes left. I guess I'm going to do it on my hands here. So, if remember whenever you switch, you want to come back to your good plank. So make sure you're really pulling in your belly. You're not letting your shoulder blades crunch together. You're tightening up your glutes. You've got it going on. Everything is active when you're planking. Oh, I got to give a shout out to Dwayne, who painted my costume for me. He did a great job. I don't know if you can see the little stencil over here on the side and all the little stitching he did. He did a fabulous job. I bought the cat suit, and it didn't have anything on it. And if you've watched Wednesday, the show on Netflix, there's the episode where they're in the little boat race, and she wears this cat outfit. Well, similar to this. It's not exactly like this. So I thought, we're at 4 minutes. How much more fun can that be? Dressing kind of like Catwoman and Wednesday Addams in the same costume. Meow. I had to do it. So Anyway, if you haven't signed up for Planksgiving, you still can. You know, you don't have to work up to a 5-minute plank. That's the goal. But you know, if you do, you'll be so excited. You'll be so proud of yourself when you do it. And it's going to make such a difference in your body. We're at 4:30. And it's just fun to participate. The winning team will get a pizza party and chair massages from Sarah, who is quite the masseuse. And then you'll just feel good. You'll have bragging rights. I want my team to win, just so you know. I haven't notified my team yet who all's on there, but I expect to win, just so you know. Oh, we're at 5 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and stop because I am really sweating, and that was it for me. So have a great Halloween. Plank instead of pranking. Have a great day.